Hello YouTube, this is Dragonheart, the Prince of Wales, and welcome to a gaming setup video for 2015. In this video, I will be going over my gaming setup. It'll be my PlayStation, it'll be my PC setup, my peripherals, absolutely everything which I currently have in this room that I use for gaming and for recording, and basically everything. So sit back, enjoy, and I hope you enjoy this video. Let's crack on with it. Okay, so to begin with, we're going to look at my chair. Now, this is it. It's nice and orange. It's a gamer chair. I'm just going to tilt the camera down so you can see all of it in its glory. This is what it looks like. It's a swivel chair. It's actually called a HJH office swivel chair, orange. You can go on Amazon, and it's around about £83 to £84. It's pretty comfortable. The only thing which I really dislike about this chair is that it does squeak a little bit when you are recording, so you do have to spend a few minutes just to try and get the perfect position for this chair. Okay, next up we have my monitor and my workstation. So the monitor is an AOC 23-inch LED monitor. I bought it about 2 years ago and it was about £150. I have seen that you can get it for around about 120 to 130 now, so it's taken a 20 to £30 price drop. This is basically the screen right here, and as you can see, I have a nice kind of acrylic stand which I have it on. This is very handy for placing my keyboard under when I finished using it at the end of the day. I also have a pencil case here with some pens, pencils and headphones that I use. I've got my iPod in there as well. I've got some little leaflets and little kind of silver tray right next to the screen that I write some notes on if I'm jotting stuff down. And I also have a dragon's head right here. My partner bought me this for my well, for Christmas. It kind of fits in with the whole kind of Dragonheart kind of theme. And then next to the monitor on the workstation, we then have my printer. If I just open it for you, as you can see, it opens, closes. Printer is a Canon printer, pretty standard basically. If I need to print something out, it's there to use. It was very handy when I was in university a couple of years ago, and I still do use it to this day, so it's very handy to have. So next up, we're going to look at the bread and butter of the whole thing, and that's the PC system. I've actually put my webcam on the floor, and I'm going to use a torch just to give you guys a bit of a better kind of lighting. So first of all, we're going to look at the case. The case is a Corsair Obsidian 750 ATX full tower. It's a fantastic case. There's lots of room inside it, as you can see. Just tilt the camera up so you can see. Next up, we have the motherboard. Now, the motherboard is an 1150 Asus Maximus 7 Hero ATX. It's a fantastic motherboard. It's a decent price as well. I think I paid, I think it was about £152, I think it was, which compared to other motherboards in the kind of bracket, it's a pretty good one. I needed to upgrade it to this so I could get a good processor. The processor that I'm using is actually hidden underneath the Corsair logo over there. The processor is an i7 4790K, and that's clocked at 4 GHz. It's very good. Very powerful, very good for video editing and doing multiple things at the same time. I can listen to music, play Attila Total War, and also upload stuff, and it's fantastic. It does take a little bit of performance hit, obviously, with all those things, but the fact that it can do it in the first place is good. Ooh, screen went a little bit blurry there, that's a bit weird. Below that, we have the graphics card where it says MSI. That graphics card is a GTX 770. And it's a 2 gig graphics card. It's something I will look to replace or upgrade in the future, but for now at least, it's a very good and very capable graphics card. I paid £230 for it last year, and that was when it took a big price drop. It actually retails at £400. It's come down and stayed down at that price now, which is very good. So if you're looking for a good value, kind of high-end or semi-high-end kind of graphics card, definitely go for that. I would definitely recommend it. Next up then, we have the water cooler, and the water cooler is basically where that Corsair logo is. It has a tower, which I don't know if you can quite see from that angle. If I just tilt that up, you might just be able to see the tower at the top. It's basically a water cooling tower. It's a Corsair Hydro H100i radiator. It's fantastic. It basically pumps water back and forth the system, and it's a fantastic thing. And I think that's pretty much everything you need to know. There is actually the RAM. The RAM is 16 gig of RAM, and then the memory is basically, it's a 1 terabyte Seagate Barracuda. So that's basically everything you need to know about my system. So now we will move on to the peripherals. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the peripherals. First of all, we have the keyboard. This is a Mad Cat V5 Cyborg keyboard. I paid about £30 for it. It was 60. It was half price 2 years ago. It's a very capable keyboard. It has a nice hand rest here, so when you are typing, got a nice little rest which actually clips off as well. There's also some clips at the back of it if I just tilt it over for you, so you got like a little sort of stand area which you can clamp back on or clamp it off. I like to have a little bit of angle on the keyboard, so I keep it on, and it places nicely underneath when I finish using it at the end of the day. So that's my keyboard. Next up we have my mouse. This is the mouse by here. It's a Razer Death Adder 2013 edition. It's very good, very comfortable on the hand, very nice to hold. It's the best mouse I've ever used. My old mouse incidentally is right over by here. If I bring it up and show you, this is the mouse. To just get the thing in place. Going to move my chair back because it does make a little bit of a noise. I'm actually going to bring the camera up so you can hear me better in this position. There we go. Shouldn't hear too much. So this is basically the mouse by here, and this was actually a Rat V3. So this is what it is. It's a USB mouse. It's very good if you're into kind of MMOs and that type of thing, but if you're not, if you're not like into those type of things like I am, then of course it's not probably the best thing to use. If you compare it to the other mouse, if I just show you, that's what they look like together. I just can't quite reach with the Razer mouse, but that's what they look like together. But it's also, it's pretty good to use as a kind of backup mouse. Next up, we're going to look at the headset that I'm using. So this is the headset. It's a very cheap headset. Nothing special about it, to be honest. It can obviously come out. If I bring it out like that, make it wider, push it in. It's a Technica headset, and it was actually bought from Morrison's for £4. It's terrible. Compared with all the rest of the stuff, it's the cheapest thing that I own. And yeah, it's not the best when it comes to it, but it does the job for now. I am going to look to upgrade this. I am looking to probably get something either by SteelSeries, Razer, or something else. But for now, it's good to use as a kind of headset. I'm just using it for sound. Of course, I use the microphone for all my recording at the moment, so it's okay for its purposes. And then finally, of course, is the microphone. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring this down now. Sit back on my chair, and we're going to resume our position from earlier. If we just bring that back like so, and there we go. We've got the microphone here that you can see right now. This is in fact the Blue Yeti microphone, which I bought off Amazon. I think it's about £90 on there. Probably best to look around and see if you can get a good deal. It's a very good microphone. It does pick up everything. You can probably hear throughout this video little bumps and grinds from my chair. I did say earlier my chair does make quite a lot of noises, and you can probably hear quite a lot of them in this video. I've kept that in on purpose because I like to keep everything as pure sound as possible, so if you ever want to make a purchase on anything in this video, you can see what it's like in this video. Basically, I hope that makes sense to you guys. That's what I'm trying to do in this video, is trying to give you guys a good overview of everything. Now, there's been a couple of things I haven't mentioned. I got a headset right by here, which I'll show you. Now, this is a Corsair Vengeance 1500 V2 headset. Just show you guys close up on camera what it looks like. It's got nice kind of velvet caps for the earphones, and it's got a microphone here without the kind of soft tissue, or not soft tissue, what's it called? You know what I mean, the part that goes over the end. It doesn't have that on the headset. It's a very good headset, very comfortable to use, very good on the ears. You can get lots and lots of good sound quality coming from the headset. The thing I would say about it, though, it picks up this horrendous buzzing noise, and that's why I'm not using it anymore, because everything that I recorded, it would just pick up this beep, 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 beep sound. It's very faint in the background, but it picked up on a lot of my videos. That's why I'm not using it anymore. And then finally, we have another headset. I've got a few of them, which I can't bring over because plugged. Oh, I can actually bring it over. It does reach. And this is a Turtle Beach P11 headset. This is used purely for live streaming off the PlayStation. I find that the microphone is way too sensitive, and my voice does sound a little bit funny when I use it. It's pretty comfortable, not quite as comfortable as the Corsair Vengeance, but then again, the Corsair Vengeance is a £60 headset, whereas this headset is a £30 headset, so you would expect to have a lot of differences there. But like I said, I'm going to upgrade the headset that I'm currently using to something which has a good microphone and very comfortable on the ears. That's something I want to get, because of course the USB drive headset with the Corsair picks up that beeping sound. And that's pretty much it for the headset. So I'm going to put this back. And then finally, of course, there's the PlayStation. So if I just bring this across, bring this down, I can point it to you. It's right by there, the PlayStation 4 that I'm using. And I have a controller then. It's a blue PlayStation 4 controller. Very nice, very comfortable. The reason why I bought this and not use the default black controller is because the black controller, the rubber, actually rubbed off. And it's very uncomfortable to use. That's the one of the things I hate with the PS4 controllers is actually that the rubber isn't that durable compared to past controllers. That's something I hope they do improve on in the future. But it's a very nice controller, and I like the color as well. I think blue works well with the PlayStation, and that's why I bought this separately. And there we go. That pretty much covers it for this video. I'm just going to bring this microphone back down a bit so it's not in the way of the camera. And I should bring that back slightly. And I'm going to go back by here. Get myself in a decent position. There we go. That ends this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you are interested in knowing what some of my previous PC components were and some of my older peripherals, then definitely check out my About page on YouTube. And if you go onto the About page, you'll see there's a link that says, I believe it says, I'm actually going to check out for you. If I go onto it, it actually says PC specifications and FAQ. So go onto that link, that will give you everything basically for my PC. It'll be all my old parts and all my new parts. But there we have it, guys. That ends this PC setup video for 2015. I've been Dragonheart, the Prince of Wales. Thank you for watching. Until next time, goodbye.